Ivan Reitman, the man responsible for Ghostbusters, Kindergarten Cop, and Space Jam, brought us Dave in May of 1995, which earned over $60 million at the American box office. The whimsical plot follows Academy Award winner Kevin Kline as the title character, a presidential impersonator who suddenly finds himself doubling for the real commander-in-chief after he falls into an unexpected coma. Rather than risk a nasty political scandal, the president's staff decides to let this average patsy maintain the charade, and for all intents and purposes, act as president. This narrative also intertwines with Dave becoming romantically involved with the First Lady, who unbelievably doesn't recognize her own husband. The 110-minute film is heavily satirical, with Dave's friend cautiously remarking, "You could get in so much trouble." "From who?" "I'm the government," the acting POTUS retorts back. The tremendous supporting cast here solidly elevates this film from a flimsy premise to, reportedly, a fan favorite of the then real-life President Clinton.
Now, whenever he stands at a podium, President Mitchell always has one hand in the pocket of his coat.
That's at a press conference. Otherwise, they're almost always on the podium.
No, I'm not certain about that.
Oh, yeah, don't you remember the convention speech? An America stronger than the one we were given. An America prouder than the one we found. Right there, on the podium. Except on America when he points.
You know, that is very good.
Oh, I love that speech.
Thanks, I wrote it.
You did?
Yeah.
It's great.
Sigourney Weaver, Kevin Dunn, Ving Rhames, Ben Kingsley, and Laura Linney, in her second ever role, bring much of the fun yet often dramatic dialogue to life more than convincingly. These are real characters with actual problems, and you begin to feel for them by the picture's close. The standout performer, though, besides Kline, who never fails to impress, is the snarky and mean-spirited Frank Langley as the Chief of Staff. His determination to thwart Dave's good intentions and maintain his ridiculous prop government make for a great villain you'll love rooting against. When he challenges the imposter president to cut the federal budget, Dave follows through and actually calls his bluff in a truly enjoyable scene, one that's rife with great political commentary too. It makes you wonder, if we just had a regular guy running the show, would he too be able to cut through the crap and fairly run this country from a grounded moral standpoint? Dave is hardly a landmark achievement by any stretch, but every time I happen upon it while channel surfing, I can't help but stop and watch the remainder. Littered with dozens of as-themselves cameos from Jay Leno and Chris Matthews to Senator Dodd and Speaker O'Neill, this film's delivery and style is seemingly realistic, even if the White House represented here isn't particularly accurate, looking more like a dressed-up museum in some scenes than the executive mansion. An addictively fun movie that is able to convincingly pull off a rather ridiculous premise, Dave. Enjoyable political commentary. Hilarious concept. Now let's read some of your thoughts on this film from the YouTube comments. Now Dave on the Rate-O-Matic, an 8 and a 7. You thought this film was great, with unanimous praise going towards Kline's acting as well as the rest of the ensemble cast. This is a fun and amusing picture that doesn't take itself too seriously, which is perhaps its lone downfall, as the incapacitation of a sitting president and his puppet government replacement should perhaps warrant a more realistic execution. Definitely a cool movie though.